Hi everyone, my name is Erik. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how do we find the correlation in between two samples of data. So the first thing that you need to do is to make the research question. Because I used the growth mindset and writing achievement data, my research question is going to sound like, is there a significant correlation between growth mindset and writing achievement? And then after we make the research question, we now can make the hypothesis. In this case, we're gonna make two hypotheses. The first one is null hypothesis, or the one that we can write down with H0, which means that there is no correlation. On the other hand, the alternative hypothesis, or the one that we can write down with H1, it means that there's a significant or there's a correlation in between two samples of data. If the p-value is below 0.05, we can reject the null. If it's higher, we will keep it. After we make the research question and the hypothesis, next we're gonna try to normality test, which is we're gonna see if our data is normally distributed or not. In SPSS, you can go to Analyze, Descriptive Statistic, Explore, and then you can put your data to dependent list. Go to Plots, checklist the normality plots with tests and also the histogram. You can continue and OK. After the result pops up, you can scroll down and then see the test of normality right here. You can focus only on the sig. You can see the growth mindset sig is 0.478, and then for the writing achievement, the test of the sig is 0.953. Since both p-value are above 0.05, the data is normally distributed. That means that we can use Pearson correlation. You can also see on the histogram right here. You can double click and then use the curve like that. You can see that this data is normally distributed because it's centered on the middle. You can also do that with the one in the below. Same thing. That you can see it's also normally distributed. And then after that, we're gonna do a scatter dot to see how the data looks. Go to Graph, Legacy Dialogs, Scatter dot, Simple Scatter, Define, and then on the first, it's gonna look like this. But now you can put on the Y, your data on the Y and X axis, and then just click OK. You can see the graph right here. You can double click and then use the curve on the fit line like that, and then you can see the plot shows a weak downward trend, but it's not very clear. We will still check with real numbers after that. So next, we're gonna do the linearity test. In SPSS, you can go to Analyze, Compares Means, and then the first is gonna look like this. You can put your data on dependent and independent list. Like this, and then writing achievement. Go to Option, checklist the ANOVA table and ETA, continue, and click OK. Right here, you can see the ANOVA table. The sig is 0.762. So this is more than 0.05, so the relationship is linear enough. After we know that the relationship is linear, we now can go to correlation test. In SPSS, go to analyze, correlate, bifurcate. And the first is gonna look like this. You can put your data on variable, checklist the Pearson and two-tailed, and then click OK. And then the correlation table will pop up. In this table, you can see on the Pearson correlation and then the sig two-tails. Okay, let's understand the table. The correlation value is minus 0.132, means a very weak negative relationship. And then the p-value is 0.145, is higher than 0.05. So the result is not significant. We do not reject the null hypothesis. So I'm gonna conclude this analysis. So there is no meaningful relationship between growth mindset and writing achievement in this data. Even though everything else check out, the number says they are not statistically connected. And that's totally fine. So I think that's all that I can explain about finding the correlation in between two samples of data. Thank you.